Hi, and today I'm going to show you how to make a Irish soda loaf, which is a traditional Irish bread. Very simple indeed, really good loaf, very cost effective to make, and incredibly easy. Okay, ingredients wise, what you're going to need is 3 cups of plain flour, and that's specifically plain flour, not strong bread flour. Reason you use plain flour is it works more effectively with the bicarbonate of soda. 2 teaspoons of table soap, some cultured buttered milk, just 1 container, which is 284 millilitres, and a small amount of oil, 1 tablespoon, and that's it. So to speed the process up, I've already weighed out or measured out 3 cups of plain flour. So I'm going to add into that 1 teaspoon of table salt. That's just sprinkled in, and 1 very generous teaspoon of bicarbonate of soda. Now I use a little sieve just to make sure there's no lumps, because if you do get any lumps in it of bicarb, they do tend to go green. Okay, just foot that through the mixture. Make a little well in the middle of the flour in the Pyrex dish. Next, what you need to do is add in your buttermilk. Now what you're looking for here when we finish is quite a loose consistency, just to allow it to rise easily. Get as much buttermilk out as you can. I'm using just ordinary water. I've got it in a jug here. I tend to add that into the buttermilk container just to wash the last of that out. You don't have to use buttermilk. I use buttermilk because I think it gives a really nice product at the end. However, you can just use just ordinary yogurt. Okay, last ingredient here, just some oil. Any oil will do, and just 1 tablespoon added in. The oil will allow the bread to stay fresher for longer. However, that's not normally a problem, to be fair, with soda bread, because you tend to eat it straight away because it's so nice. Okay, let's just clear up as I go. Excess buttermilk off the top there. Now I've preheated my oven to gas mark 6 or 200 degrees. I'm just going to very quickly grease the tin that this is going to go into. Just a little bit of oil just popped around in the tin, and just a little sprinkle of flour just to just coat the top of that grease and allow it to come out easily. I've never had one stick, but it's because I always err on the side of caution. Okay, I'm going to put that to one side. So just mix in your dry and wet ingredients, adding a little water if necessary. Now you don't need to work this too hard. Just use a fork together initially just to start to bring it together. I'm looking for quite a soft dough, and that could very well be it. I'll just get everything scraped together. There's a little bit of dry flour still at the bottom, but not too worried about that. So what I'll do is I'll just turn it out onto a counter. Yeah, it's a nice consistency. If you look at the consistency here, it's very soft. That's what you want. You're just going to get it into a bowl, get that loose flour up. rest of that in. Move that out of the way. Just take some of that extra dough off my hands. Give them a quick rinse. The beauty of this is you've got no proving. It can be produced incredibly quickly, and it's a lovely, lovely product. So just take your dough here, just slightly floured. All I'm looking to do is just get it together into a ball. Make sure it's kind of evenly distributed. You know, there's no hard or too wet periods. Now what you do is you now do a deep cut across the top of the product. Now there's lots of suggestions on where the origin of the or the rationale for the cross is. In reality, it's probably to help that bicarbonate of soda work and it to rise easily, and probably not a religious connotation. Last thing to do, just before we put it in the tin, is give it a dusting with some flour. Just it's the finish which is accepted for the product. Right, and then very daintifully just pick up your product and drop it in a baking tin. And that's it. I'm just going to check that cross on it. Position it in the tin towards the middle, and that's it. Goes in the oven for 45 minutes into gas mark 6 or 200 degrees. Then we'll take that bread out, check that it's cooked with a tap underneath, and then onto a cooling tray to dry. It is as simple as that. Well, I'll see you in a few, or see you in 45 minutes for part 2.